This is becoming a huge debate in the military community as things have changed recently, especially in the Navy. But stay tuned and let me know your thoughts down below once you find out. By the way, this is the team I coach. So we got our hats for the team. I don't even know what this says, but if you do, cool. If not, whatever. It's Japanese. Yeah, coaching baseball. It's fun. What is up, guys? You're tuning in to Nicky MGTV for another military video for all your military video needs. As always, you can hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, or down in the comments below if you have questions. But as always, let's go right to the topic, and that is the necessity of ribbons. If you guys have not seen my ribbon video, you can actually check that out up there. I also have another one about the combat action ribbon, which you can check out there. Both very popular videos. But it made me think, because there were a lot of foreign military talking about how we had a lot of unnecessary ribbons and how very few they would have, maybe like 2, 3, maybe 4, and that was a lot for them. So it made me start looking at our own ribbons and some of the changes that happen in the military. And in the military, there are hash marks, which are on sleeves, which you can see right here. Now, everyone always asks, Nicky, why are you wearing red? Other people are wearing gold. It made no sense when you were in the dress uniform. Now, these hash marks represent every 4 years of service. If you do 12 years of service, continuous service, without any non-judicial punishment, you get to wear gold after 12 years. The new NAV admin that came out said that everybody after 12 years can wear gold now. And I'll kind of give some weird instances I've had where somebody was not wearing gold, like my instructor when I was in A school was a prior Marine, break in service, and then he went on to become a Navy corpsman, which he was at over 12 years, but was still wearing red just because of break in service. But I want to say is that there's been some debate that this has been not fair, because it's one of those things like the people that have had 12 years of good service, you know, never getting in trouble, it takes away from those people that have done that. And yes, it's not a big deal. I understand that. It's just a uniform, just a different color. Got it. But the point I want to get to is this made me look at how we have ribbons. So the hash marks on the sleeves are for every 4th year. The ribbon is earned every 3rd year for the good conduct ribbon. I'll show some pictures here, which you can see. The Navy, the Marine Corps, the Coast Guard, Army, we all have our own version of this ribbon. And it made me think, as today's standards, it's kind of not necessary. I feel like it's a one ribbon that we could probably get rid of. It's, if anything, it just tells people I've been in this many years. I say that because if you're taking away the gold stripes from people that have had good service and you just have these ribbons to say I've been in this long. We're in the military now where more people are not able to rebound from having any kind of non-judicial punishment. Like, I remember very early in my career when I first saw the pendulum swing away from you can mess up and still make a career out of the Navy to a very strict, forced out, you know, there was not much room for error, to now it's still kind of there, but I feel like it's not as bad as it once was. It makes me eerie, because it's like, does it really hold the value it used to? And especially for the Navy, we used to actually have a point system for our advancement, where if you had a amount of time in service of good conduct, you got award points towards your advancement. So that meant that it was an incentive to not get in trouble, or it would boost those people that had sustained that performance or expectation. But even then, for naval advancement, for the enlisted side, we don't even care about the good conduct, because it doesn't really count towards points at all anymore as far as how long you've been in. It's only 1% of the amount that's contributed to if you make rank or not. So the amount of time you've been in has really just kind of been watered down as time has gone on. So it just draws the question, what do you guys think? Do you guys think we should keep this ribbon? Do you guys think it's really necessary? Or do you think it really has its place as far as naval tradition or military tradition and something that we should keep? Also, to put another note on this, the officers in the Navy, I don't know how it is for other branches, but they actually do not wear the good conduct ribbon or medal. And if someone is a prior enlisted that does go officer, they still get to wear that because they've obviously earned it during their enlisted time. That is one just distinct thing that I always notice if I see somebody wearing ribbons and they're an officer. If you look for the burgundy ribbon, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, they were in the military prior enlisted. and you get one for every 3rd year, and then you add a star. So if it's your first 3 years, you get the 1 basic ribbon. Then once you're at 6 years, you put a star on it. Then every 3 years after that, you put another star on it. So you can kind of gauge where somebody was at when they got commissioned. It gives you a good insight to see where people have been at in their careers, because obviously ribbons do tell somewhat of a story as well. And for that fact, there are several other ribbons which we could discuss or talk about that you may think are not relevant, but let me know your thoughts along with that as well. Is there a ribbon that you would want to get rid of if you do not think it has the importance or impact that you think that a ribbon should deserve? Because some people, obviously from other countries, have said that, and they think that the ribbon should be worth more. You know, as always, if you guys do have questions, you can always hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, or down in the comments below. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.